So what's the deal, YouTube? Super Bowl, New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. And I just want to talk. We are at the halftime right now. We have a 14-14 game. If you watched my prediction video, you see a lot of. First of all, before I go into that, let's talk about some of the things that has transpired so far in this game. The Jeremy Lane injury has been huge. It's been huge because it's forced the Seattle Seahawks to bring in a player that they don't normally play. This guy, fifth, sixth cornerback on this team, he's out there and they're exploiting him. Right now, I think Gronk has like 2 or 3 catches. One of the big ones was for a touchdown. But the biggest matchup problem that I've seen so far for the New England Patriots has to be Shane Vereem. Shane Vereem is causing some real problems because you can't really line him up with. I don't see a matchup for Shane Vereem at this point. They're gonna have to come out with something different. The only problem is that the secondary of the Seahawks, they don't have anybody else. So I don't know how they're gonna contain Shane Vereem. He's a real matchup problem right now. And we're getting ready for the Super Bowl halftime show with Katy Perry. So I want to check it out and see what it's gonna be like. I want to check it out and see exactly what it's gonna be like. I'm tweeting here. Shit is crazy. You have to please bear with my voice right now. I am hoarse. I started getting sick on yesterday, and it hasn't gotten any better, but whatever. I'll manage to it. It's not that big of a deal. But what a game. Russell Wilson with about 31 seconds drove right down the field and stuck a touchdown in the end zone. Of course, after this game is over, I'll come back and we'll talk completely about what transpired, who won the game. The Seahawks get the ball after the halftime. After the halftime, we'll see the Seahawks get the ball first. It's a tie game. It's a much better game than I expected so far. I'm being honest. I expected this team. I expected the Patriots to be down by at least a touchdown and a field goal, and that probably would have happened if Russell Wilson wouldn't have got off so slow. If Russell Wilson wouldn't have got off so slow and Jeremy Lane wouldn't have got hurt, we probably would have seen the Patriots down by about 10 points right now. Like I say, the matchups shifted in their favor when Jeremy Lin, motherfucker, played basketball. When Jeremy Lane went down, we saw some pretty cool matchups. Another thing that I really don't like and I really do not understand, it makes no fucking sense to me, is why in the fuck are the Seattle Seahawks allowing the New England Patriots to come off the line of scrimmage scot fucking free? That makes no sense to me. You have, I mean, if you're watching these passes from Tom Brady, I think he's thrown maybe 2 passes, 3 passes past 5 yards. Everything else has been dink and dunk and dunk and dink the whole fucking game. If they were up on the line of scrimmage, putting their hands on the wide receivers and disrupting the routes coming off the line of scrimmage, it would force Brady to hold the ball longer, which would allow the pressure to get there. We've seen Brady under pressure 2-3 times in this game. One time the ball went into the ground, the other time he threw it away, and the other time he threw a pick. So 3 times he's been under pressure, and all 3 hasn't been positive from the offensive side of the ball. So I really want. I don't have a dog in this fight. Like my team is at home. My team was fucking 8-8 and mediocre again. Whatever. But I want to see a good game. The last thing I want to see is a Seattle versus Denver game, which happened last year, where the Seattle Seahawks told the Denver Broncos, "Come in, get closer to the screen. Take this. You're gonna take this goddamn ass whoop." I don't want to see that. So I'm really hoping that this stays like it is. But Seattle's gonna go into halftime I'm hoping Jeremy Lane comes back. They're able to adjust these, adjust their coverages, especially on Gronkowski. Gronkowski versus a linebacker is not a good matchup. I want to see him on Cam Chancellor. On the other hand, I want to see the Patriots run the ball more. The Seattle Seahawks defense is susceptible to the run, so they've got to be able to run the ball. I would love to see a game come down to the last drive, edge of your seat, your popcorn is there, and it's the last drive of the game. I don't want to see a fucking blowout. That's the only thing that I'm hoping for. No fucking blowouts. Give me a good, hard fought game. But we should see that. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks offense is clicking a little bit now. They're working their matchups, working away from Revis and Browner and working to that third and fourth receiver. And that third receiver is like 6'3", 6'4", and he's causing the third and fourth cornerback of the Seattle Seahawks some real problems. Now, I can expect when the Seattle Seahawks come back out of halftime, I expect them to work more in the middle of the field. I expect Luke Wilson to be more of a factor. Luke Wilson should be more of a factor in the second half of the game because they're going to need him to work the middle of the field and work away from the strong suits in that secondary. On the other hand, the Patriots continue with Shane Vereem. Shane Vereem is one of your best matchups. Him versus any one of these linebackers is a problem. And the Seahawks don't have the secondary to shift over to him to stop him. So those are my halftime thoughts. I'm getting ready to watch this Katy Perry Super Bowl halftime show, folks. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.